What's up, everybody? I got new decks. I'm excited, so we're just going to jump right into it. I didn't even fully shuffle everything correctly. But yeah, what's up, everybody? What's up? I'm in a great mood right now. I took a nap. I'm feeling amazing. Let's see. Let me make sure everything's in frame here. Hopefully that light's not too bright for you guys. I always end up doing readings when the glare is just right in my face. But yeah, we're gonna get into it, you guys. I have no idea what this reading's gonna be about. I guess I'm doing an Aquarius reading here. I feel like I'm vibing with you guys right now. I feel like I'm in the aqua zone right now. I did get like this shadow oracle deck that I think I'm going to. Ooh, it's crazy because I feel like I'm in such a good mood and like I'm feeling like this party vibe. Not in a bad way, but I mean like very upbeat, like life of the party, right? Even if you're just at the grocery store type of energy, right? And I was like about to like cut that down with this shadow deck. It's got very it's got shadow aspects in here. Okay, we're gonna look at our shadow aspects right here, right now. Um, so I hope I don't kill anybody's vibe because like yeah, I'm getting like this like oh man, like I was vibing, I was having a good time. Oh, you know what? Okay, I'm hearing it now. I'm getting it now. A lot of you guys are maybe struggling with finding the time or finding the energy, or finding the desire to do shadow work. It's just a fucking like I'm hearing waste of time. Somebody thinks it's a waste of time, not logically, but like oh, I gotta stop the party, I gotta stop the good vibes to do the shadow work, right? It's something like that. So that could be the case for you guys. Maybe it's not that extreme where you're like, I don't want to fucking do that. I just want to party. But maybe it's just like, ooh, harshing my vibe to deal with this, you know? Um, mm, Something like that. That's for somebody. It may not be for all of you guys, but let's see. I did get, like I said, a couple new decks, so we will be using those new ones. Um, all right, let's start with the shadow, you guys. Let's see. Spirit, what shadow aspects are Aquarius working with? What do they need to focus on? What do we have for Aquarius? Whoa, we got a lot here. Okay, I will take all three of them. So, interesting. Okay, you guys. I think this one came out as I was shuffling. So, this is very significant for somebody. We got pride for the first one. Okay, pride. Actually, this is not the first one. This was the one that came out, though. And I put it back in. So, not the first one, but significant. There's a reason I picked it up first. So, pride. It says true worth is measured by character, not accolades. Arrogance, vanity, and ego is um, other terms for this card. Okay, so somebody's ego, somebody's pride. Once again, there's that energy of like, I'm having a good time here, man. Like this is killing my vibe here. This is harshing my vibe. I don't know. And that's not really a pride thing, but I'm getting that it could turn into a pride thing. Like, um, I don't know. I don't know. Either way, arrogance right here. Arrogance can be a big thing that Aquarians deal with, especially masculine Aquarians. I've realized. I don't know if it has something to do with pushing away that feminine energy of like, emotions. Male energy, masculine energy is ego. So I think that kind of, ties in. It says ego here too as well. It kind of ties into that arrogance. So especially if you relate to the masculine Aquarius energy, this is double for you. But Aquarius already is a masculine energy. And I think that's why we struggle so much with emotions and processing emotions and feeling them and living in that energy. Although not all of us, because for me, myself as an Aquarius, I'm one of those. I'm the type B personality of Aquarius. I am very emotional, sometimes very erratic, moody, like I'm very emotional, but I'm also a Cancer rising, Libra moon. So you may have other signs in your chart that are keeping this pride, this arrogance very alive and well within you, right? We also got trauma and suppression. So a lot of this, you guys, sorry, again, the light, you guys, I do apologize. A lot of this is because of suppressing trauma. Okay. I mean, these two cards just go hand in hand. And of course, they come out together, right? Trauma and suppression. So some of you guys too could just be partying, and that's your way of suppressing the trauma, right? Like, oh, I don't want to deal with this right now. Like, I'd rather just suppress it and like maybe it'll go away. Like, there's something here about suppressing the trauma. A lot of you guys, it's because of this arrogance or this ego, or maybe your pride just doesn't want to admit that you experienced certain trauma, but that's for some. So for trauma, it says your scars are proof of resilience and survival. It says pain, wound, and shock for the trauma card. Suppression is express, don't suppress. Authenticity is freeing. Yes, Aquarius, we are the sign of authenticity, okay? And not to say that we're the only signs that experience this, but I know that when Aquarians finally step into their power, into their authenticity, into their genuinity, into who they truly are, it is so much more liberating for Aquarians than other signs. Not that it's not liberating for other signs, but you know what I mean. If you're an Aquarius, you know what I mean, because that's the energy we're supposed to be in. That's the energy we're supposed to give off. We're supposed to help others step into their authenticity, right? So yeah, don't suppress, Aquarius. Don't suppress here. I'm going to roll these dice and see maybe if we could get some other areas where this is showing up in your life. Yeah, the sun. You guys see, I'm telling you, for a lot of you guys, there's something to do with your ego here, okay? Or how you're being viewed by the world. Okay, this is strong ego here. And yeah, oh, wow. Wow. Yep, first house energy. How you're being viewed. How you're being viewed. Aquarius, straight up, a lot of you guys are just worrying too much about how people view you when it comes to your trauma. Like maybe you feel embarrassed, or maybe you don't want to admit that you are not perfect, or that you've experienced, like I said, some type of trauma that makes you less than, or makes you unworthy of something. Or I don't know, maybe you've been told a lot, or you have this conditioning to think that trauma makes you broken, or trauma makes you weak, or something like that. That could be for some of you guys. Let's get into it. I'm going to use, what is this deck that I got? The Labyrinth Tarot. Oh, City Labyrinth Tarot. It's super dope, you guys. First of all, look at the front. Super cool with the graffiti. Totally my gig. Okay, let's see. Let's start with trauma here. Let's just get down to the nitty gritty. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Okay. You guys, once I start getting comfortable with you guys on here, I am a what's the word? There's got to be a word for this. Someone who, like a pop culture fanatic. I love movies. I quote movies all the time. All the time. That was Nacho Libre, by the way. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Okay. Trauma. What do we have for trauma? For Aquarius spirit. Let's get serious now. What do we have for trauma? See, for me, you guys, I know I keep getting distracted. Movies are a good way for me to cope and deal with certain things. And honestly, to my detriment, sometimes it could be a way that I run away from dealing with things. So yeah, there's an energy of an Aquarius here that's just trying to get away from doing the work. I don't feel it's in a malicious way. It's just like, oh gosh, but I'd rather have a good time, than deal with this dark energy. But that's part of life, it's part of life. We have the Five of Wands in the reverse for trauma. Okay, so the Five of Wands, first of all, look at the energy. Five of Wands is just conflict. It's conflict. Look at them fighting. Look at that struggle. I don't even know where it looks like. Maybe they're in a courthouse. Which is not gnarly. I'm not laughing because like courthouse drama like this, like it's probably like, this is reminding me of, it's reminding me of, the scene in the Jeffrey Dahmer show, or like that scene that was really famous where she's like, I hate you, Jeffrey, I hate you, in the court room, and she like was gonna attack him. Like, or when you've seen that in like court situations where like someone's so pissed because like, yeah, someone did something crazy and they want to like, fuck them up. I don't know why I'm getting that. Trauma. This is under trauma. So some of you guys could have experienced some type of extreme trauma like that, like losing someone to, maybe someone was like, offed. I don't want to say it on YouTube, but like I don't know. This is gnarly. I don't know why I got that. Someone experienced extreme trauma, and it's like to the point where like anyone else, if you were to explain this to anyone else, they would be like, "Whoa, are you okay?" And you would probably like make a joke about it because Aquarians can just be like that, you know? Yeah, that's what I'm getting. But 5 of Wands in the reverse too, you guys. Like I said, it's conflict. It is in the reverse, but I'm feeling like because a lot of the times I do pick up 5 of Wands as internal conflict, internal battles. Okay, Wands is fire energy, so it's like the ego is you're at like this battle with your ego too, or just this battle with this trauma. Like the trauma keeps coming up and you keep fighting it back down. What else for trauma for Aquarius? The 4 of Cups in the reverse. Okay, I do like this though. I do like this coming up because look at the 4 of Cups upright. It's apathy. It's boohoo, poor me. It's I mean, look at him. This explains it all. This explains the exact energy of 4 of Cups. I'm liking this deck already, guys. Um, he's he's depressed. He's doesn't see the joy in life anymore. But it's upright. I mean, it's in the reverse. Now, once again, I am getting that energy of some of you guys just like put on the front of being happy and being like, you know, like skippity doo dah energy. Not to say that you're not a happy, fun person, but you may like emphasize that just so people don't see past that and see that you have trauma, or just so you don't have to deal with your trauma. But it could also mean here that you are finding a way out of this. And I want to look at it in the best case scenario here. 4 of Cups in the reverse is about finding a new passion for life, finding a new enthusiasm for life. Looking up from this glass or these glasses that, you know, you're too focused on the things that didn't go right, you know, looking up from that and seeing there's a whole beautiful world in front of your face, you know. What else for trauma for Aquarius? Thank you. Oh, beautiful. King of Cups. Okay, Aquarius, King of Cups. I like that because this is somebody who is very emotionally secure. Like I said earlier, you could deal with your trauma with like a dark sense of humor. And I'm not judging you. I'm right there with you, but I'm just this seems like somebody is getting, or you guys are getting a hold of your emotions in a healthier way. Um, you're dealing with your emotions in a healthier way. Now, this could also mean that you have trauma surrounding a water sign here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, possibly even a father figure. Doesn't have to be though, because I do feel like this is you getting your emotions in check. If it was in the reverse, I'd feel like it was that more, but you know your story. Let's see, what is suppression here for Aquarius? What's suppression? The 10 of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, you're suppressing your unhappiness here. 10 of Cups in the reverse. Maybe it's this unhappiness surrounding family matters, love matters, like long-term relationships, okay? Because look at the upright. I mean, 10 of Cups is the ultimate joy, the ultimate happiness. And you guys are suppressing this extreme sadness here. What else for suppression for Aquarius? Queen of Wands. It came out sideways. It came out sideways, and I feel like that's significant, you guys. First of all, the Queen of Wands is very confident. Look at her. She's standing up, about to give a speech, okay? Takes a lot of confidence to do that, right? We all know. If you know, you know. She's got her black cat there, her cat of protection, okay? It's sideways though. So I feel like some of you guys may like, I know this is the wands, it's not the swords, but I do feel like some of you guys may want to speak out on this sadness, but you don't. You hold it in. Or maybe this suppressed energy, like I said, I did get that party energy. The Queen of Wands could also be party girl energy, especially in the reverse. It's like party girl, it's like girls gone wild in not a good way, okay? Um, you know, Queen of Wands in the reverse is someone who could be insecure, so then they have to compensate usually with their looks or getting male attention, right? Or it doesn't even have to be male attention, just attention, sexual attention, right? Like, look at me, look at me. Now, I'm not saying you guys are doing that, but there could be this like slight obnoxious energy that comes out when you are overly doing it, especially if you guys drink or party or are under the influence of a substance here. I see just somebody getting like, I see somebody being like, all right, buddy, you've had enough here. And oh, no, I haven't had enough. I'm just getting the party started. You know, what's wrong with you? Why aren't you partying? Like, I'm seeing it so clear in my head. And it's like, uh, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's, you know, it's not a coincidence that I ended up putting her up right here, because I do feel like you guys get your shit right before it gets too bad. And if it has gotten too bad, once again, I still feel like you guys catch yourself. If not, this is Spirit's, you know, wake up call to you right now to get your shit, Aquarius, before you start becoming something you don't want to be. Because suppressed trauma, I was just talking about this, about how it shows up so differently for everyone. It really does. I mean, no shit, right? But like, some people, when they experience suppressed trauma, they become really depressed and quiet and reserved and isolated, which I feel like is mostly the case for Aquarians. But in this situation, hold on, you guys, I'm going to open the blinds now, let more light in. In this situation, I feel like there's an Aquarius that is getting crazy here, getting like party, and you know, trying to deal with their emotions in that way, like possible substance abuse or alcohol abuse, or, and it's not showing up in the cards here, but that's just what I was getting intuitively when I first started. And even with this 5 of Wands. Okay, let's get one more for suppression here for Aquarius. Ace of Wands. Yeah. Okay. So I like this Ace of Wands coming out. This is a fiery, passionate new beginning. But remember, with the aces, you guys, it's potential. That doesn't mean that this is going to, like, it's potential. How do I put this? You could have an Ace of Wands, especially the Ace of Wands. You could have an Ace of Wands and, you know, I mean, just think about it. Look at this. This is the Ace of Wands right here. Okay. I could take this fire and start a beautiful bonfire with it, and you know, make some s'mores and have a happy good 10 of cups, 10 of cups time, right? Or I could take this out of a oh my gosh, I can't even see, Mercury retrograde, you guys, which we are in, which could be why this suppression is coming up at this time. You could be in a fit of rage and burn the whole house down with the same Ace of Wands. Okay, so that's what I'm saying here. It's potential, but same thing with this Queen being sideways. How are you going to use this Ace of Wands? Okay, are you going to find passion and find that burning? Like I said earlier, some of you guys don't have that desire to want to heal here. And so it's easier to just suppress. Are you going to find that desire to want to speak up and speak out about how you're feeling, talk to a therapist maybe, or take some type of action because you desire to, because you personally desire to, not because you're being forced to? Are you going to do that and start a new beginning here with this energy and move? Like, I hope I'm making sense. Let me get a little bit more here with pride, because the pride kind of has to tie into what I'm saying. Don't let your ego hold you back from this healing, is what I'm saying, Aquarius. Don't let this Ace of Wands, don't take this Ace of Wands and use it the wrong way. Let me burn down this house of trauma because I don't want to deal with it. No, that's not going to make it go away. Someone's got to come up and come and clean the mess, right? What are you going to do? Run away? It's just like in real life. If somebody lights a fire, if you burn down a house, they're going to find you. They're going to find the person who did it. You know what I mean? Okay, what's pride here for Aquarius? I hope I'm not losing you guys. I can feel when I'm jumbled and all over the place. 4 of Wands. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's beautiful. I do like that. This is interesting. Interesting. Thank you, Spirit. I love when Spirit does this. So we got the 4 of Wands under this pride, you guys. What do you see in the, if you're familiar with tarot, what do you see in that pride card that is very similar to, maybe not this image of the 4 of Wands, but all the other images, stereotypical image, Rider-Waite image of the 4 of Wands? Doesn't that pride card look like the 4 of Wands? the two pillars on each side, and like a little like walkway right here that you need to, let me see if I could find it for you guys. I know you know what I'm talking about, but I just want to find it. Okay, so there's something about like happy home life here. Not happy home life. Okay, look, of course it would be. See? Look at that. That's not a coincidence. Okay, so Four of Wands with pride here. Let me get some more. There's something very significant about that. And with the Four of Wands, do you see in this image how it's like a happy couple and like they're like in the middle of like Times Square and they're like, they look like they just got married? To me, that's giving like underneath this ego thing, there's something here about like the way you're perceived. You know how people post pictures on Instagram of like their relationship, but they're really in an unhappy relationship? I'm not saying that's the case for you. I'm saying it's giving that energy of like caring too much about how the world views you than what's really going on, you know? What else for pride here for Aquarius? We have the Five of Cups, and it came out sideways as well, right on top of this trauma over here. All of this trauma, you guys. Oh man, yeah. You guys are struggling really hard with walking away from all this trauma. Not that it's easy. Uh, you know, no one expects you to make it go away. I think you expect it to just go away. Five of Cups, trauma, all this stuff here. This isn't easy stuff here. This is why we're here on Earth School. Okay, but there's a lot of pride and worry about this Five of Cups and how you're being perceived and what people think about you and what will they think of me if they find out the things that I've been through, or maybe people have judged you. Okay, trigger warning here. I'm getting like, there's been instances, you know, where people are raped, right? And people will tell them it was their fault because you dressed a certain way or you asked for it or some bullshit. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's giving that type of energy. So not to say that that necessarily happened to you, although it could have, but it's like something happened to you and people looked at you instead of you getting the comfort and the help that you needed and the acknowledgement of like someone just acknowledging that you went through trauma. Somebody was telling you the opposite of like, well, if you didn't do this, you wouldn't have experienced that. Or somebody could have died, like I said, like someone could have passed on and someone could have even blamed you. It's something like that. It was very heavy, the energy over here that I was getting, and this is very heavy too. It's very dark. Like I'm talking like, yeah, like something gnarly happened. Like it could have been, yeah, there could have been, you see how this there's a child here? It's something in your childhood that you feel that someone may have blamed you for. Yeah, that's very specific. Take that only if it resonates, because it could just be you maybe blaming yourself. What else for pride? We have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Wow. I'll show it to you guys upright so you could see. It's supposed to be, you know, love. They're kissing, which is funny because we have two of these cards here of these couples kissing, but one of them is in the reverse, and the Five of Cups is right in between that. Okay, so this could have something to do with a relationship, okay, or like mother and father type of wounds. Like maybe this is so specific, you guys. Spirit just gives it to me in examples, but that doesn't mean that this is what your scenario is or what your situation is. But I'm seeing like a mother and a father, and they have a kid, and then like the father dies and the mother, out of grief and just displacement, not knowing where to put her anger and energy, blames the child, like, well, this wouldn't have happened if you didn't do this, or if you know, something like that, which is, I'm not justifying it, it's not okay. But I do want to reiterate that it could have possibly been out of a place of, you know, nobody's perfect, and just because somebody is a parent doesn't mean that they know automatically how to deal with things. But the Ace of Cups in the reverse here, that's a lack of love. It's first of all, there's a lack of self-love here. By you guys suppressing this trauma, you are subscribing to not care for yourself. And speaking of subscribing, go ahead and subscribe. But anyways, you guys, I can't really put my finger on what exactly this is. I mean, you know what it is, obviously, and there is a push away. I don't want to deal with it. I'm going to use my humor and my funny personality to cover it up. And I'm not trying to, like I said, bag on your guy. Like, no, 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 no. I hope that you keep that fun, loving, childlike energy, but that's not going to make this go away, you know? Let's get some more here. I'll use this other deck. I kind of want to see what exactly is going on here. Like, this pride is giving me some confusion because I don't know if it's, I do know that there's something about your image here that you're worrying about. Okay. Something about your image. So what, let's get some advice for this. How do we deal with that? How do we deal with that fear of how we're being seen? And, you know, I don't know. How does Aquarius, yeah, Queen of Wands. That's why the Queen of Wands was showing up. First of all, you're highly protected. We got this black cat of protection showing up twice. Okay. Look at that. Not a coincidence, Aquarius. And you are way more powerful than you give yourself credit for. You're way more. Here's the thing. There's no doubt that you are charismatic. Okay. There's no doubt. People see it. You know it. But how are you going to use that power, that fire? Like I said, back to that Ace of Wands. How are you going to use that Wands? You are this Queen of Wands here. And do you see her messing with that candle? Do you see that, you guys? Spirit, thank you. That's that Ace of Wands, you guys. And look at, she has like a sigil written on it. Like she's doing like a ritual here. Okay. She's using her energy to create something here, to manifest something. It looks like she's doing like, I mean, there's crystals, like, I just, yeah, your spirit's like, use that energy, Aquarius. Use it to create something. Let me get more. What else? Advice for Aquarius dealing with this situation, Spirit. Highest love and light. Orange could be very significant for you guys right now. Orange is solar plexus energy. And, you know, it gives me this Queen of Wands energy. If you are feeling this lack of confidence to dive deep within to do this, maybe that's as simple as that. You feel like you are not strong enough to do this work, this shadow work, or you feel like you're not confident enough, or you put on this front of being confident, but maybe you don't feel very confident, but you really are. You really are, Aquarius. I know that sounds like, what? That doesn't make any sense. I don't feel like it, so how am I? But you are. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, you've just lost your footing here, okay? You've just, the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse is somebody who kind of gives up, okay? They, like, look at it upright, okay? This is like, okay, slow and steady wins the race. I got to work out every day if I want to see, you know, any type of change. I got little bit by little bit, you know, it's not going to happen overnight. In the reverse, it's like, lazy, like, not really wanting to, I don't really want to do that. I'm fine right here. Maybe things will just change on their own. Like, that's the energy that this is giving me. And this Queen of Wands is like, no, honey, we got to take this into our own hands. Like, we have to do this ourselves. And we are the master manifester here. Okay. This external, this shit right here does not have power over us. We are the Queen of Wands. Okay. What else? Advice for Aquarius. Whoa, okay, we got a lot. I'm going to take this one for sure. Yeah, the Ace of Cups in the reverse again. As I was just thinking in my head, I was just looking at this one and I was just like, yeah, there's something here about this lack of self-love. You ignoring this, you suppressing this is you, like I said, subscribing to the fact that you do not want to do any work. You do not want to love yourself. You don't deem yourself worthy enough to do this healing, to go within. What else do we have over here? We have the Ace of Swords in the reverse with the Nine of Wands. Yeah, it's like you're working hard. You're working hard as this wounded warrior here to ignore the facts here. Ace of Swords in the reverse is a lack of clarity. It's possible hostility. Okay. I mean, look at Ace of Swords upright. Like, it's a very smart, intellectual, communicative energy. Okay. It's clarity. It's understanding. It's, oh, okay, I got the answer now. In the reverse, it's a block from that. And with the Nine of Wands, look at, this is the wounded warrior. You see how they got the little carpal tunnel thing on their hand because they've been working, and it's like wearing away at them, but they're still going. Spirit's like, if you're going to have that energy within you anyways, you have, and it's fire energy again, you have it in you anyways, you're using it in the wrong way. You're using it to suppress. You're using all your energy to suppress it and keep it down and keep it down, when you could be using it to change something, to manifest something differently, to change the way that you do you get what I'm saying? It's like that analogy or that metaphor of like holding holding the beach ball underwater. It takes way more energy to hold that shit underwater than to just let it go. Then it explodes right up into the air. Wow. Okay, let me finish this off with a animal oracle card, and I believe, yeah, we'll do a believe in your own magic. But I hope this resonated, Aquarius. I hoped it helped you in some way, brought some clarity in some way. Once again, here with this, issue in regards to your image. That's just something, Aquarius, that you're going to have to discuss with spirit yourself when it comes to how you're going to overcome that. It's going to be different for everyone because a lot of us are at different levels of this. Some of us care a lot more about what people think about us than others, especially if you have Leo or Aries in your chart. There's a worry about how we're going to be viewed. And it's going to be different for everyone how you get through that. But there is a major lack of self-love here that needs to be addressed. So however that looks to you guys, some of you guys may actually need to go out and party and have a good time and enjoy life again and be in that Queen of Wands energy in its positive sense. You'll know the difference. If you've been isolating and you're that Aquarius, it's time to go out and have fun. If you've been, kind of masking the trauma and the pain with fun and with, good times, there's nothing wrong with having a good time. But if and that's where it's important to be honest with ourselves here, Aquarius. I trust that you guys are going to be honest with yourself. We're very honest signs. Got to be honest and know that if you're in that category of using it to mask something, right? All right, let's see. For Aquarius, we have Panda with boundaries, okay? Your space is sacred. Guests who overstay their welcome impact your aura, and you have every right to stand your ground. Your needs are important. You must nurture your soul with the same gentle love and support you offer to others. Okay, so some of you guys need some boundaries here. Some of you guys, this trauma is connected to certain boundaries. Okay, maybe you allowed people to overstep their boundaries in some way. We also have Wolf with inner strength. Yes, okay, so you may be facing a challenge you feel less than prepared for. Exactly, and this is why a lot of you guys were suppressing this, because you don't feel you have the strength to do this. Wow, this is beautiful. It says, this is a reminder that you have all the tools in your spiritual treasure chest to handle this effectively. Take a step back and try to take a look at it with fresh eyes. Wow, Aquarius, I got the chills right now. Ooh, absolutely beautiful. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Badger with endurance. Whatever you seek, your tenacity and faith will be paying off. Know that no matter the temporary outer conditions, you will manifest your desires in divine timing and in the form that is best for you. Yes, you guys, don't give up on this. This isn't something that happens overnight, which is a lot of the reason why people don't do this work. It's work, right? Ooh, I love this for you guys, though. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here, Aquarius. I hope it resonated, and I'm sending you lots of love. Bye.